And now, as promised, Judy Collins and Richard Stoltzman, accompanied on piano by Bill Douglas, with their interpretation of the Joni Mitchell song, For Free.
I slept last night in a good hotel. I went shopping today for jewels. The wind rushed around in the dirty town, and the children let out from the schools. I was standing on a noisy corner, waiting for the walking green. Across the street he stood, and he played real good on his clarinet for free. Fortune and those velvet curtain calls. I've got a black limousine and two gentlemen escorting me to the halls. And I play if you have the money, or if you're a friend to me. But the one-man band at the quick lunch stand, he was playing real good for free.
Music, and now she is joined with classical clarinetist Richard Stoltzman on his new album called Innervoices. I almost said Inner Visions, Innervoices. These two renowned artists will also be appearing together in concert tonight at the Metropolitan Museum of Art here in New York City, and they're joining us this morning. Good to have you here.
Hi. Thanks. Glad we're here.
How did this combination come about? How is it that you two got together for this album?
Well, I've had Judy's voice in my head for a long time, ever since I met her at Carnegie Hall. It's a haunting voice, I'm sure you know, and it means a lot to me for many reasons. And when RCA came up with the idea of doing this album, and Bill Douglas wrote some beautiful music with lyrics, I thought if I could get Judy, I'd be blessed. So luckily, I got her answering machine first, because I was gushing all over the place. And finally, when I got the real voice and was tripping over myself, saying, hum, 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 would you? And then she just said, Dick, it's all right. I know who you are.
Yes, he was so nervous that I shouldn't know who he was. I know, of course I know. He plays beautifully, and I was very thrilled. And besides, you know, Dick played on an album of mine
Whales and Nightingales.
on Whales and Nightingales, so that I knew the sound of his voice, too.
I see. Well, now, you've done classical music before, but this is the first time you've done something like this, right? Being the voice for what is primarily a musical recording?
Yes, a duet of this kind is very special. First of all, Richard's tone is extraordinary, and he plays like an angel, and so...
I think they like each other.
And so we went up to the countryside, to a beautiful little studio near, up in the country, near New York, and we had a session and did a couple of songs, and they turned out very well. Of course, I loved the material. I not only loved what he played and how he played it, but I loved the songs.
You have not recorded an album before with a voice. This is a first, right?
Yeah.
What made you know that Judy's was the voice for this album?
Well, the voice that she has sends something into your soul, you know? And when I try to play the clarinet, that's what I'm trying to do, breathe from inside and get it across to people.
The critics, some would say that the two of you are known for breaking the rules. Does an artist have more to gain or to lose by breaking the rules, so to speak?
Well, rules are only meant to be broken. I'm sure that Mozart never thought of himself as a classical composer. He created classicism, and the same with Brahms and with Stravinsky. I think any musician makes his or her own rules and goes to the limit that they can do.
That's true. I also think that once you learn how to do something, whether you're learning how to sing or play the clarinet or paint, you learn from great artists, and then you take whatever you have learned and you add to it your own individualism, and you hopefully make something brand new and exciting. I don't think I know any artist that stays in one place. I think movement is the definition of what an artist is about.
Well, we're going to be moving on to have you perform a song for us in a moment. Can you tell us briefly about it before we go to a break? About the song you're going to do?
You tell. I think Richard chose this song.
Yeah, it's a Joni Mitchell tune about a marvelous singer who is on the streets and finds her ear caught by a street musician, a clarinet player. And when I heard those lyrics, I thought, ha 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 ha.
Right. And the song is called?
It's called For Free.
Okay, well, we're going to take a break and come back and hear the song, and you can hear it too, for free. Stay with us.